Okay, first off, before we get into this, there is absolutely no editing whatsoever on this. This is just me pressing record and discussing it. So, Tom Wilson. Let me look this up here real quick. We all saw the clip. We all saw the hold on. We all saw the clip of the NHL, and they said that Washington's Tom Wilson has been fined $5,000, the maximum allowed under the CBA for roughing Rangers Pavel Buchnevich for punching him. Okay. He gets nothing for the Panarin situation, where he practically throws Panarin on the ground. Nothing. This doesn't say Panarin, right? I know you can't tell, but it doesn't say Panarin, right? No, it doesn't say Panarin. So it was solely just the Buchnevich. I don't get that. I seriously don't. Like, one of these days, we're gonna see, and we've seen it before. Back in, well, none of us have, but it's happened before. Back in like the 1960s, that one guy named Bill Masterson, he got hit. He died. There's a trophy after his name. We might see that again if a guy like Tom Wilson is allowed to get a slap on the wrist, $5,000 fine just for that. We're gonna see someone get killed out there. If that's the standard we're setting for this league. And you know what? Let's read through some of the comments, because the comments I found amazing. Let's find one here. There's a petition. What? That seals the deal. I am no longer an NHL player. Okay, this guy just says he's not a fan of any team, to be honest. He's said this so many times before. I'm not going to read that. I like hockey, but what happened yesterday is disgusting. $5,000 represents what he received for playing 15 minutes. He received almost it being a penalty for 14 minutes. What about Panarin? Do you care about health or just money? This is a shame for the NHL. Pushing a player down by his neck and punching him in the head while his head is pinned to the ice is only a fine? Good to know. And you know what? That guy's right. That guy is right. Pushing someone down to the ground by their neck is equivalent to spraying water at someone, because you know what? Henrik Lundqvist got fined that for throwing water at Sidney Crosby. I'm laughing because your team is soft, Christ and more. Oh, Jesus. Great job. Apparently, oh my God, I was right. Look, I'm right. Can't read that, but it says the NHL fined Henrik Lundqvist for squirting water at Crosby. Someone doesn't know where to click the button. So every roughing penalty is a $5,000 fine now, or just if Tom Wilson does it. What if the third man in call on a Panarin? Oh my God, what Tampa said at the end of the playoffs in 2019. Are you kidding? NHL player what? Safety? No respect for players, no respect for game, and now no respect for you guys from many people. You guys take the player safety part out of your title. I can't read. Of your title out. How many players does Wilson have to hurt before you've seen enough? Embarrassing. Let's look. All right, let's roll through some of the stuff here.
I just finished up doing a great video talking about Tom Wilson. What is suspended?
Okay, that's John Scott. Anyways. Breaking George Power's initial player safety is good. Instead to give Tom Wilson a blow. Oh, no, we're not going to read that. The hockey guy. I can't even defend this. I can't even fathom doing a safety. It doesn't look good for the league. Yeah, that is right. I'll give credit to the hockey guy. That is absolutely right. Because you look at this, and like, let's say I go out there. Let's say I get drafted by the Capitals, and you know what? I go out there and absolutely kill Mika Zibanejad. I did the same thing to him as Wilson did to Buchnevich, and I do the same thing to Strome as Wilson did to Panarin. Does that mean I get a fine too? Or if I do it to someone else, like let's say I do it to Ryan Getzlaf, although look at how tall I am, that would never happen. Let's say I did that, would I get the same fine? So you're saying that after you throw someone to the ground, it wasn't during a play, it was after a whistle, but still, you don't do that. That isn't sportsmanlike. Like, that is completely unsportsmanlike. I just don't get how you at least don't get, like, at least suspend him a game. I don't care. At least suspend him a game. At least show that you tried. Besides just slapping him on the wrist and being like, yeah, you get a fine. You know what? Take like 0.69 out of your contract and pay us $5,000 of it. Because mind you, Wilson makes like $4 million. I can't remember his exact salary cap because I'm not a nerd like that. But he does make something around $4 or $5 million. So I find it actually kind of ridiculous how, let's say I went out and did that, and I would be perfectly fine with it. But like you're setting the standard that these things are okay, and you know what? With these things being okay, players are going to see this and be like, oh, we can do that. Okay, we'll do that to someone we don't like then. And then someone ends up dying or gets injured for at least a year. We've seen it before. Oscar Klefblom, like in the Norris video, we talked about him, how he got out for the season. Yeah, that's what it's going to lead to. And look, there's enough yelling in this. I've never seen, and look, I've only been watching hockey for almost 5 years. This is my fourth season, fourth NHL season that I've actually paid attention to it entirely. But I've never seen a more dirty player than Tom Wilson. Not even Brad Marchand at his peak. I think Marchand's calmed down a little bit. I think Tom Wilson is the roughest player in the NHL, the dirtiest in the NHL. I don't really think there's anyone that's dirtier than him, to be honest. I think, my dad would be like, oh, I beg to differ. How about Brendan Gallagher in the round one of the playoff? That was okay. I completely forgot about all that with breaking his jaw and Niskanen getting suspended one game. But yes, okay. Niskanen's another thing. You break someone's jaw, you get suspended one game. You deserve more than that. I'll be honest. You deserve more than one game for breaking someone's jaw, especially with Matt Niskanen. And this is a level higher. Luckily, Panarin isn't as hurt as, let's say, who did George Parros absolutely, was it Parros? Or who was it? It was the guy who got Rafi Torres. I think it was him. He was the guy who got suspended 43 games for a headshot. He even apologized for it. Nope, not Tom Wilson. And you know what? Some people might even argue Zach Cassian's the dirtiest. Tkachuk, even if you're a Flames fan, or not Flames fan, an Oilers fan. No, it's Tom Wilson. It is absolutely 110% Tom Wilson. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is kind of a bit of a sensitive topic. I'm not biasing myself towards the Rangers. And, with everything with that too, I'll throw this in and then I'll end the video. I'll go on the Capitals side here a little bit because I know some people are defending him. You can't throw him out of the league. You can't just absolutely just kick someone out of the NHL just because of something like this. No, the only thing in the entire world that can do that is the Capitals. Buy out his contract. That's how you get rid of him. And you need players like that to get in their heads, but you know what? Sometimes you can't go over the line. And when you do go over the line, you're risking someone's life. Because this sport is a dangerous ass game. So thank you all for watching, for all your support. Subscribe if you're new. I'm sure this video will get a lot of attention because it's Tom Wilson, and I've talked about him a lot before. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.